The Ben Simmons situation is an absolute, utter dumpster fire, sprayed with kerosene, with crap filled all over it. It's just, it is the. I can't even help but laugh. It's hilarious.
The Ben Simmons situation is an absolute mess.
It's a joke, but I just wanted to read. You know what? I'm going to paraphrase all of it. Basically,
you can, if you want, you can pull. You can read it. Go ahead, read it if you want. Yeah.
Here, hold on. I'll just do. Basically, Ben Simmons, he's not happy with how the 76ers have treated him, which I don't really blame him that much. But basically, the only teams that are interested in Ben Simmons at all right now, in any serious level, are the Cavaliers and the Timberwolves, according to multiple reports.
Now, so, you're saying this is only teams interested on a serious, like, okay, let's make an offer level.
People have made an offer. People have made plenty of offers. The first offer that came in, which, my God, Daryl Morey is probably kicking himself in the balls right now. Like, because he is, like, they offered him, Indiana Pacers offered Daryl Morey Malcolm Brogdon and a first-round pick for Ben Simmons when it all first started, like everything first started coming out. This is like 2 months ago. They offered him that. And he said no. He's like, no, we need way more than that. We need something way more. Bro. And then Doc Rivers went on the radio and said, and they asked him, do you think Ben Simmons, I guess this was during the playoffs or something, but basically they asked him, do you think Ben Simmons is a good starting point guard and stuff? And he's like, I don't know. I'm going to try. I'll try to figure it out. And they did nothing. So Simmons camp is telling everyone, literally, I'm going to read the quote, what they are telling, like, Pompey, which is a guy from Philadelphia, Keith Pompey from the Philadelphia Inquirer. This is a quote that they said to him. They said, why should we help the 76ers out? This is Ben Simmons camp. When they feel like when Doc Rivers said what he said, no one apologized. Doc Rivers wasn't reprimanded by the team or this or that, or there's an organization where in the preseason last year, when they were saying they weren't trying to trade him, but everyone knew they were trying to trade him. So that's how they feel. That's how Ben Simmons people and his agency feel about the 76ers. They feel like they don't owe them anything. And also, not only that, Simmons has come out and announced he's not going to show up to camp if it's with the 76ers. So now they have no leverage at all. The 76ers have no leverage. Like, honestly, I'm sure teams are getting together saying, all right, how low are you guys going to go? Like, are you going to offer them like a second round pick or something? Okay, I'm going to offer them even lower than that. All right, like
But let's be honest, though, JD, he did this to himself.
He did. Daryl Morey or Ben?
Simmons has nobody to blame but himself. He's proven throughout his entire career that he is not a good basketball player.
Oh, man, that statement right there. A lot of people are saying that. It's hard to say, like, what is a good basketball player, honestly? It's hard.
He is a one-dimensional player. One-dimensional. And he doesn't even do that really good. He does it okay.
It's really hard to defend him. But at the same time, I'm going to say this. I will defend him. I will be in the Ben Simmons camp. Ben Simmons is a 6'9".
Dude, Simmons can suck a fart through a garden hose. Enough.
He can pass very well when he feels like it. He can drive well when his attitude is in the right place. He can defend players when he wants to. But no, you're right. It's really, dude needs a jump shot. I mean, that's an understatement. No question about that. I mean, I think that ship has sailed, though. I don't think he'll ever get a jump shot at this point. You're like 25 now. I'm pretty sure you're not even gonna, if you still aren't shooting the ball. Like,
what's even worse is how high they drafted him.
I mean, they got a lot out of him. He has been an all-star twice, but it feels like when things matter most, when things get tight, and when people start yelling at him, when people rely on him, he turns into, I'm trying to find a better word, kind of like a beta player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he vanishes like a fart in the wind.
Even Joel Embiid, who cried in front of everyone, in front of the whole nation, He doesn't do that. Even when he had a torn like MCL and he still balled the frick out, dude. He still like played really well and answered the call. And Simmons didn't, dude. When people were yelling at him, Doc Rivers is screaming at him and shit. He just was like, he just totally like.
Oh, I forgot
soft.
about that.
Soft,
this
dude.
is a man that Kendall Jenner left for Devin Booker because when it comes to fornication,
What?
he can't shoot. I love it.
He's not good in crunch time. No, I'm just kidding. He's not good in crunch time. That's all I can say, Snake. That's all I can say, Jake. Hey, thanks for watching, Jake. Hey, what's up, buddy?
He ain't coming through in the clutch.
He's not coming through when it matters, man. When it matters, nobody. Exactly, man. No, it's bad. No, it's hard to defend the guy. He has all the talent in the world. He gets all the money. He gets all the chances, and he just comes up short. And then he wants to blame the organization.
But that's what pisses me off too. Like, dude, just own it. If you suck, just own it. But he wants to point the blame everywhere else except for himself.
He does. He wants to point the blame everywhere else but himself, and that's the most tragic part about it.
You can't tell me he's not talking to his camp and being like, release all. He's releasing all these little stupid leaks and this and that, and it's like, dude, like, it's your own fault, Ben. Sorry, dude, it's your own fault.
I think he wants to get paid like a superstar, and he wants to play like a superstar when there's like no defense and everything is like easy for him because he's such a gifted athlete. But whenever he doesn't like the playoffs, and it's really it's just kind of pathetic to watch, because if he was a real alpha player, if he was a real like superstar, if he was a guy deserving of $35-40 million, he would be, you know what he'd say? He'd say, dude, you know what? I had a terrible season. Terrible. Worst playoffs I've ever had. This is the worst I've ever played. And he would just like own that, look in the mirror, and then tell everyone else that. And then he'd say, dude, I'm just going to go get to work, which he has gotten to work, to give him credit. He has actually gotten to work. But he would just say, I'm going to get to work, and hopefully we'll win a championship next year. But instead he's saying, nah, you guys didn't treat me right, and you fans are mean, so screw you all, and I hope you trade me. You have to trade me, otherwise I'm not going to come. That's pathetic, man. That's weak. That's weak shit.
The fans are mean? Bro, like, don't even, like, Embiid, like, that whole, like...
Don't come to Chicago.
That whole team drives me, like, the Sixers drive me nuts. That whole team.
I don't know who's more mean, Chicago fans or Philly fans. So I wouldn't come over here then, man. We don't need that. We'll take Lonzo over you. That's bad. He can't even shoot. Lonzo couldn't shoot either when he came in the league. He couldn't shoot free throws either. Now Lonzo's shooting 80% from free throw and 40% from three almost. Well, 38, but still pretty good. So, and what has Ben been doing in that time? He's just been doing the same thing he did when he got out of college. Same thing. He's the same guy. He hasn't changed at all. He's the same exact player since he was in college. And if you don't evolve, then you're staying still and everyone's going to move past you. You're stagnant. You know, you got to keep moving forward in life. So anyway, that's all I got to say about the Ben Simmons situation. It's a mess.
No, it is. It's a mess. It is. The whole thing is that from his team to the Sixers to from the agent, like all of it, dude. It's just, to him, like, nobody's handling it well. No one.
Nope, they're not. Daryl Morey messed up. He messed up so bad. Like, he should have taken that. Dude, Malcolm Brogdon, that's a championship. Malcolm Brogdon, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid all playing at their best. Malcolm Brogdon is a 20-point, 10 assist, really good defense guy, dude. And you pass that out.
I would take Lonzo over Simmons any day of the week. Give me Lonzo Ball over Simmons any day of the week.
Give me Brogdon over either of them.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's crazy.
No, like, I 1000% agree with you that just the handling of it from top to bottom, everybody involved. It's, you know what it is too. You know what's like. It's the finger pointing game. Nobody wants take responsibility for anything
except for Embiid. Embiid has been the only leader in this situation. He's been the only one to be like, you know what? It's on me. I gotta hit the gym. It's all on me. Like, I'm like, dude, it wasn't on you. You played with a torn MCL. Like, you're the last guy I'm coming to. So I respect Embiid a lot more this year for what he did.
It's just like I said, I 1000% agree with you. It's just been a nightmare from start to finish, and it's not going to get any better until somebody takes responsibility for something. I
agree, especially at the top. The whole I agree with Simmons' camp a little bit that it was a little bit below the belt for what's his name? I forgot his name now. Doc Rivers to say that on the radio. It's just, you don't need to say that.
See, that's something you pull, if you're going to say that, you pull him aside. And, if you have something to criticize the dude about, not on a live radio show. That's even something you handle. That's something you handle in house. Because
it looks like you're covering your ass. That's what it looks like. So. Yep.
And it looks like River. That's a selfish look for Rivers because you said, it's a giant game of cover your own.
Don't blame me. I tried to help him.
Not my fault.
We get it.
I tried to help him.
We assume that.
No doubt.